Welcome to the show, friends, where our fun has no ends. Live every Monday from Barrelhouse with ZANE, MATHEWS, MAREN, OLSEN, and Dusty FOUST. On today's show, we have Glenn Williams with a musical act, then an amazing video from Sustainable Futures that's sure to leave an impact. But first, we will spend a portion of the show with some poets who will not only tug at your hearts, but demand your focus. So please sit tight and join us for what's to arrive. From Barrelhouse by Gypsy Circus, this is Fun with Friends Live.
I can sound like T-Pain. Got my T-Pain on too. Shawty, I can make it rain. Only if you want me to. Shawty, 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 shawty. Bonafide hustler, darling, if you want me. I wasn't born a gangster. You can be part of my crew. Shawty, 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 shawty.
Friends, party! Where the shawty's at? Begins! Yeah! Where the shawty's at? Women!
Welcome to tonight's show, friends. Tonight we are having an open mic spoken word night, and I wanted to let everyone know that there's going to be some sensitive and triggering content, so if there's any viewers out there that don't feel that they're comfortable watching that, or you might want to tune out, I just want to give you the chance now. With that being said, here's our host, Lauren Hutchins.
Thank you, Mo. All right, hi guys. Welcome to our studio audience. And welcome to our viewers, hopefully on their couches, all comfy. All right, guys, tonight we're going to do things a little different. We're going to have a spoken word night, and this is really close to my heart. I don't know who tuned in a couple weeks ago, but I wrote one of the greatest pieces of all time called Jurassic Cowboy. Round of applause, please. So it was about our Fun with Friends Dino and our great dino hunter, Eric. And we just wanted to get people in the mood to start thinking about spoken word is for everyone. I have been writing since I was 5 years old. And I think a poet is anyone who takes their thoughts and expresses them on paper, or even just speaks them. So tonight we're going to be celebrating all of our artists that we have, and our first artist tonight is Christian, and he is one of our crew members, so please give him a round of applause.
Hi, my name's Christian, and my poem's called The First Bird to Sing. How does the first bird of the morning decide to sing? The cadence and the timing? Is it a choice, or has it been chosen for him? Is it a song or a service? Perhaps it is an act of courage to wake in the cold morning and shake off the uncertainty of the night. Is it an act of bravery to be the first to acknowledge and challenge the fears of the night and the impending day? The first to pierce the silence, the first to be known, the first to risk being unheard. Is it a difficult and solitary task, like a slave who braved to sing his sorrows to God? Or do you hope for the fellowship of chorus? Did your parents teach you to sing the song, or is it your own? Perhaps it's not brave at all. Perhaps it came to you in a dream that another beautiful bird was singing in the night. Could the song in a dream have inspired you to sing within your own dreams? Did it inspire a song unique to your one moment this morning, where finally it was you, you beautiful bird, who was the first to sing? And let us not forget the purpose of your song. What was it again? And who should hear your song? A lover, a companion, a friend? God? A predator? To me, sometimes these are all the same. Today your song was heard by a stranger of a different species. Does that mean anything to you? Does it matter? If I sang you a song that I learned from the birds of the morning or those in my dreams. Would you care to hear it? Would anyone? Thank you.
All right, that was Christian, guys, and that was beautiful, Christian. I really appreciated that he shared that. Give him another round. For those in the audience, you may never have heard spoken word before. Just know that spoken word is whatever you are feeling in the moment. Everybody feels it and interprets it differently. Christian's the writer, but what he was feeling when he wrote it may not be what you're feeling. And for me, I love birds. I have a bird tattoo, actually, and I'm a teacher. My classroom is birds, and that meant a lot to me, just all the metaphorical things that have to do with birds. So loved it. All right, our next poet of the night is going to be my good friend, Courtney. Come on up, Courtney.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so the title of this is Toulouse-Lautrec. Your art forever glorified scenes of the night. It immortalized Paris and women, the women who would have never been celebrated otherwise. You loved them every way you could, and soon everyone was as bourgeoisie or as pampered as a housewife. You ushered in a new century. The flapper girls of the roaring 20s were echoes of your Jane Avril, your Yvette, and Marcel. Every heart was aching for the Moulin Rouge with the gardens full of paper lanterns, tame monkeys, and girls smiling and dancing under the splendor of a huge paper elephant. You drank wine in every venue and documented everything. In fact, you gave Paris more light. Men in bowler hats had visited the same areas of Paris, but they came knowing they would forget. They only cared for the kicking, the petticoats. You gave undying life to the party with your keen eye. You gave women legacies far more romantic than the common tryst. You gave them each a name, and they gave you one in return.
Woo! It is Courtney's birthday, and woo! She just killed that, so let's give her one more round of applause. Woo, I already have chills, guys. This is what, oh my gosh, words do to me. So, all right, our next poet tonight is another good friend of mine, Trent. Let's give him a round of applause.
This is an untitled work. I lay forgotten in a dusty corner, left in silence and disuse until she found me. She lifted me up and plucked my strings, wincing to find them dull and out of tune. She twisted the keys in my head until my screws were taut, then plucked and tweaked and plucked again, but to no avail. Disheartened, she set me down and walked away. A day passed and she returned. With evident excitement, she gathered me into her arms and carefully laid me on a folded towel. She unwound my tension turn by turn and cut my strings with a delicate hand until I was left silent and exposed. With an oiled rag, she anointed my neck, paying careful attention to each fret, and caressed my body with gentle care until my soul glowed from within. She threaded new strings down the length of me and again wound them tight until each sung with perfect pitch. She strummed them gently, toying sweet notes for me in a way I had not sung in many years. With a nod of satisfaction, she hung me on the wall, on display, and made better for her care, but still not truly played.
All right, I don't know about you guys, but I am really enjoying this. How's our audience feeling? All right. Okay, our next poet tonight is my friend Jen. Come on up, Jen.
This one is called, Do You Ever Wish You Could Hold a Memory in Your Hand? Do you ever wish you could hold a memory in your hand? Like an old treasure, kept hidden in a shoebox, a seashell once collected during a walk along the shore, a family heirloom kept upon a shelf. That memory now held within the palm of your hand, always within your grasp. You can study it up close, Turn it and see every angle. Marvel at all its beauty. When you forget what that memory feels like, rub your thumb along the edges. Feel the bumps and cracks, but also the smoothness. Like a stone washed clean by the water of a pond. When the memory fades, take it out from its spot. Take a good whiff. Allow the sweet smells to take you back to a place of delight. When the memory no longer echoes through your mind, listen carefully. Enjoy the sounds as they vibrate through your soul, reminding you of that time once long ago. Do you ever wish you could hold a memory in your hand?
All right, one more round of applause for Jen. All right, guys, we're going to take, just give a little shout out to Barrelhouse. These are our hosts tonight. Everybody give a shout out to Barrelhouse, Gypsy Circus. All right, what you drinking, Mo?
So this one's called the Lotus Dreamer, and it tastes like cream soda.
Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. So if you get out to Barrelhouse, Gypsy Circus, get you a Lotus Dreamer, is that right? Mm-hmm. It is so yummy. Thanks, Momo. All right, our next poet tonight is Casey. Come on up, Casey.
Good? Okay. All right, this is called The Path of Least Resistance. The path of least resistance presented itself to you. Of course it did. It's your weakness, and the devil knew it too. All along, I knew it would come. There was really no question there. I only wondered how it would play out, what you would do when it got here. Well, you showed me once, and then again. What mattered most to you was ease and comfort, stagnating mediocrity, and having nothing too difficult to do. You lied to yourself, and to me, and to her, with no integrity. You threw away love in favor of a counterfeit because it was easy. Now you're snared in a trap intended to keep you from growing at all, to hold you back, to stop your success, and eventually become your downfall. It lies to you with promises of restful happiness, all the while creating for you a bigger mess. Its goal is to overwhelm you and then to make you believe that never could you escape it, that you never could again be free. My love only upheld you, supported you without grasping. It gave you power, joy, and hope. It didn't get demanding because love that is true doesn't feel the need to crush its heart's desire. It honors and serves and gives away the best it has to offer. Love protects and speaks the truth. It holds its object loosely. It doesn't have selfish requirements, though it does know its own boundaries. You had it all, you foolish man, but you didn't step up to win it. And now you're locked in your prison cell on the path of least resistance.
Still clapping for that one. I think a little bit of drama background maybe? Yep. I heard that with that. That was some, loved it. All right, my next friend coming up is Candy. Give it up for Candy.
Hey. This one is called Down I Go. If you don't need me here, I'll go. There's plenty of doors. I don't know which way to go. Leading down a rabbit hole, I go. The leap of faith, an unforgiving plunge. Take the rabbit hole. Jump to the depths and find the unknowing. Fear and screams clamor to those walls. Dirt flailing down around you. Tear the walls down. If you must go, go on your own. Close your eyes against the rubble just to hear your voice call, my name, my name, my name. An echo against the darkness, enough to know this choice was never a joke. The sound surrounds you, pushing you down and down, and you continue to fall through this hole. Where you are going, you do not know. Drawing in a flash of light, tearing your eyes to a new scene, waking up from this dream just to hear you scream, I don't know anymore.
All right. That was amazing. Give it up for Candy. And please share the page so that we can get more people watching tonight. All right, my next friend coming up, we're going to give a quick little trigger warning. If miscarriage is a sensitive subject or topic for you, then you might want to go ahead and tune out or turn your sound down for this next one. But we want to make sure that we are all open to expressing anything we want to in this shared space. So, Morgan, come on up.
How does one begin to explain the time it takes to heal the pain of losing someone you dreamed of, hoped for, and thought often of for nearly a decade? How does one confront the emotion tangled between sorrow and deprivation that wriggles and writhes beneath my chest, beyond the attempts that ultimately failed and the prayers never answered, the tentative acceptance that this wasn't for me? Lay the name of Carolina Azalee. You see, your name was written on my heart long before the very start, no more than a wish or a dream whose reality did not seem probable. Yet, as they say, life finds the way, and sometimes you simply cannot stay. I may never know why I was only given a mere 16 weeks, dear Caro. Be careful for what you wish for. What is given can be taken away. I will continue to carry you in my heart as I have from the start, and I pray you visit me in my sleep. Until then, forever you'll continue to be so close to me.
All right, I'm feeling a little teary with that one, so it's a little close to my heart. A couple of friends that have experienced that, so I think it's very brave to share things like that, and I'm very proud of her. So, all right, my next friend coming up, she is going to, I actually forgot, I think it's Melody. It is Melody coming up, and she has also a trigger warning for suicide or abuse, so if you need to go ahead and turn down the volume or turn this off for that one, go ahead and do that now. And let's welcome Melody.
Hi, this is Sojourning Cold. It's a second revision. Hello. All right. This is Sojourning Cold, and it's a second revision. I wrote this poem originally when I was 13. I sit in the black silence of my room, wishing I could disappear, wanting to be warm, but this cold is internal. You're yelling again, but I'm not surprised. Despite this life's normal, it still brings me fear. I cry to my black silence, quiet tears of loss, tears hidden from all, tears secret from all. They aren't my tears anymore. I cry them for you. I cry them for him. I cry them for anyone but me. I was taught hell would be hot, but it's not. Not as icy blood flows traveling from my head to toes. This accursed internal cold, starting at my breast, spreading toward the rest, filling my body with ache. Fighting for my life, still nothing works. I've tried. A shiver slinking down my spine, onward rolls my sojourning cold. Threatening to make me cry aloud, I bite my lip, tears flow into my mouth. Salty stream making a coppery flood, and my bones begin a tremendous quake. I swallow and choke on the bitter mix, and I continue as before, my sojourning cold pressing on, willing me, give in, give up. I fight and hold my ground, willing it please just leave. But the tears keep falling, and the blood is burning, making me sick. Tears and blood a mix. I swallow hard against this sojourning cold, willing me to die. Here in the darkness of my room, The silence suffocating my pain, I breathe through a cry again, for I will not drown here. Not on blood, not on tears, not here in this wretched silence, not here in this heinous darkness. My sojourning cold still creeping on, now attacking my hands and feet, begging me to give in, to give up, insisting I know how to end the pain. Truth be told, though, this wouldn't be it. To stop this icy torrent, it has to be cured, not slashed out of my limbs. Then returns my sojourning cold. Tears mingling with pain again, this wave crashing against me, pushing me more toward the edge. It's here I sleep, not wanting to fight any longer, not giving in, not giving up, simply not giving at all. Halfway off and halfway on the edge, I sleep for now. For even my sojourning cold knows when it's done. Alive and cold is still alive. I've won. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Melody. Struggling a little here. All right, so we know spoken word can be very deep. We're all humans, and gosh, it's therapy. This is therapy right now. We're getting out these expressions. We're sharing them with others, and I hope that you guys at home and in the live audience are starting to feel something. I mean, poetry can be dark. It can make us see things and think of our own darkest thoughts that we haven't even thought of in a while. It can also be funny. It can be a love story like Jurassic Cowboy. Round of applause. Round of applause. Just kidding. Again. All right. Our next poet is Callie Kay. Come on up.
All right, so I wrote this one about my hair. It's called Don't Touch My Motherfucking Hair.
You're awesome.
They can't.
They won't get it on audience on the website if you would please. You're awesome. You can take it with you.
Oh, I don't need it. Okay. Is it okay if I stand by it? Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. All right. Is it better? All right. Thank you. Oh my God, look at her hair. It is so big and fluffy and curly. Oh my God, I want to touch it. Bitch, pause. Do not touch my motherfucking hair. See, my kinks, curls, and coils are a result of my roots being raped, rejected, and watered down from the slave master that held my ancestors captive, displayed them and paraded them as if they were cattle, and held them shackled as if they were animals for show, display, entertainment, amusement, like a wild lion in a petting zoo. Very similar to how you're looking at me now, while you're attempting to run your careless, privileged hands that like the kiss of melanin along with the experience of the struggle and the lack of a lesson in history, along with the sensation of pain, of life and fear and understanding and knowing how it is to wear the double coat while double dutching in between the double ropes, the same double ropes that they want to hang me with. Through my struggle, literally my struggle. No, for real, this is my struggle. See, I lost about 4 bobby pins and I broke 2 hair scrunchies trying to get my hair in a bun. So it was for real, it was a struggle this morning. But it's mine and it is beautiful as fuck. You're upset and offended because you feel as if you're entitled enough to cop a feel. I'm sorry, but this gift is a privilege that your card does not allow your access to be granted to. But you may acknowledge and admire my beautiful, flawless, golden macchiato hazelnut skin that's been kissed by the sun and touched by the blood that's been raped by the hate that has been silently spewed upon me. Yet you say I'm beautiful and proceed to ask me what I'm mixed with, as if the raped part of my bloodline is responsible for my beauty and the pureness is responsible for the anger that I'm forced to dress and suppress between my pearly white teeth and cherry-flavored lip gloss as I grip my teeth to keep from smacking the shit out of you as you attempt to touch my hair, my struggle, my kinks, my curls, and my coils that are a result of my roots being raped, rejected and watered down from the slave master that held my ancestors captive, displayed and paraded them as if they were cattle, held them shackled as if they were wild animals for show. Sort of how you're looking at me now. Is it so much to ask that I ask for you not to touch my motherfucking
Right. All right, give it up for Callie K. All right, wow. This was her first time, right? I don't think so. I'm kidding, right? Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have Candy come back up here. Candy, you got another one for us? Woohoo!
Hey, so this one's a little more different, a little more upbeat than the last one, and it's simply called For You. On this day, 1,000 suns and 1,000 moons shine for you, and I am humbled because of you. For sunset comes and dawn arise with your love. You are the rays that light my day and the glow that makes my night. If you ask me what wakes my day, I would say you. If you ask me what makes my heart beat, I would say you. Standing in a field of grain, I would say no crop will be reaped without your love. For you are what moves me, motivates me, makes me want to be more. When the earth moves, you hold me steady. In every breath and every beat. In the quake of darkness, you are all I see. You make a better me. A glimpse of your love set me free. Days to turn to darkness, nights turn to light. You are my steady, you shine bright, leading me to the temptation that is right. My heart beats for you, my baby boy in blue.
Ooh, that was beautiful. All right, so we went a different direction there. I'm going to go ahead and read a piece that I wrote. We're going to go in a very different direction than that one. Although it's called This Beautiful Day. This is a beautiful day. The sky is so blue it seems crisp, like starched denim. Or maybe it's more pristine. Yes, pristine, like it's not real, but a painting. Even the air feels light and a breeze touches my skin, but I shiver and pull on a sweater. This beautiful day is mocking me, and the breeze feels like icy talons clawing at my arms. This beautiful day, I see people laughing and enjoying the weather, finding silly and stupid things to talk about. They seem far away, and I seem far away. I seem broken. No, I am broken. Still, it's a beautiful day, and it's continuing on. I don't feel right, as if this is all a sick joke written just for me. Is it? I don't know. My mind is tired and numb, and I can hear the crickets and cicadas coming out now. And their chorus bellows loudly, drowning out the laughter of the stupid people nearby. I feel a slight sense of relief as I witness the sun slowly setting, and darkness will soon wrap me in a tender embrace. Soon, soon. I can hide there and succumb to the pain, and it's almost over, this beautiful day. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe tomorrow it will rain. Fuck this beautiful day. All right, we're going to have Jen come back up here. Come on up, Jen.
Is this better? Okay. This one is called Open. I once spoke of all the things I would not do, all the forbidden places of both my body and my mind, untouchable, unreachable, unspoken. But my curiosity and trust grew. Both my mind and my sex spread open to explore, growing into what would be an unsatiable hunger. I long for you to touch me in the places no one else could reach. What once were boundaries are now breakthroughs. Together we push the limits of desire. Animalistic passion takes over. Scratches like track marks down my legs. You penetrate every part of me. Shocks of pleasure shoot through me like bolts of electricity. I ride the wave until I collapse out of breath. I have given you every ounce of me I could possibly give. This is what it's like to truly lose control. This is how it feels to be truly open.
Getting steamy. That was awesome. All right, we're going to have Courtney come up again. My girl, birthday girl, Courtney. Come on up, Courtney.
Okay, this one's called Before I Knew It. Before I knew it, he was mine. By the crook of his smile, by the crook of his arm, holding my leg to the wall, oh sweet imagination. And he'd say I taste like mango or pomegranate, and I'd taste that theory in a kiss. The moments of desire as if we were touching each other as we gazed at each other through peripheral vision. The energy as desire was as strong as a hand moving from neck to split. The dance of desire was a tango towards dark corners of the mind, alleyways, the only place we could touch, because in reality, we were indeed strangers. But I was determined to pull him into my world of fantasy, of black lacy thigh highs and pink push-up bras, the sound of it ripping off. Yeah, like that. I wanted to be manhandled. And I'd dream about those hands that could grab me up, toss me on the bed, and hold me down. His fingertips could trace my shape as he blew a breath of cold air on me like this. And his hands used to wave at me like this. And if his hands had been upside down, he'd been beckoning me. And 2 fingers would make me moan if he used them just that way. So I stared and watched him from a distance until I reached for his hand, and then I saw the ring on it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Courtney. Happy birthday to you.
We just had to ooh, we had to cut that steam in here a little bit. I couldn't see, so. All right, we're going to have Morgan come back up here. Come on up, Morgan.
That one had me second guessing which one I should read. All right, this is The Beehive in the Waters. I stand alone, thirsting for truth, for knowledge, for comfort. I am denied the warm liquid and the sweet audience of the queen. My voice shan't be heard. My cries silenced in the leaves' whispers. Commands echo in my mind, directives to fix myself, heal myself. Apply the balm and calm the mind, for one day I may drink the nectar and sit among the buzzing of friends. But for now, I am alone, as I should be, with my directive of change, of action, of no longer being a stagnant pond that attracts only slugs and flies. I must turn into the fountain, the moving waters of a rushing river, the always changing, always flowing waters, pick up new sediments, new minerals, new waters. Perhaps that is it. Rather than me being the water, it is the baptismal waters of the river that must wash over me, cleanse me, bathe me, purify me. I must find myself first, know who my core is, know my center, myself. The canvas must be cleaned, the clay purified, so that I may be molded, sculpted, shaped, so that the earth with its shining sediments and nourishing minerals can paint me with the colors of wisdom and peace, of silence and grace. I want to let the river and the earth meld over me in the rapids, transform me, birth me into the still waters, so when I emerge, I am myself, naked, whole, true, and known. I can walk from the still waters to the roots of the tree and climb its limbs, feeling the embrace of a long since gone father. When I enter the hive, I no longer feel the heat or scorn. I do not feel the banishment. I will be welcomed into the hive and allowed to drink, to share in the nectar, and be once more at peace. And it's towards that peace that I now march.
Awesome job. Guys, if, at home, if you are enjoying this, please give us a like. Share the page. We are at Barrelhouse. We're at Barrelhouse, Gypsy Circus. They got lots of ciders here. Come on down. I'm sure some people will be hanging out afterwards. Our next poet is going to be someone who, oh, she was awesome earlier. Miss Casey, come on up.
This one is called I See You. I see you, your courage and your weakness, your humor and your pain, your light and your darkness, the places where you hide. I see you. Down to the core of who you are. With me, you can't pretend, and you don't have to. You are honest, loving, and childlike. You are valiant, strong, and brave. You're a prince among men, but you've forgotten. Either you forgot or you never knew, but you are you. More than you want to believe, capable of extraordinary things. Your potential far exceeds what others are able to see, but me, I see you. Full of gifts, talents, and passion, adventurous and wild like a stallion, trying to outrun past tense phantoms, illusions that exist only to confuse him. You deserve more than what's convenient, the empty path of least resistance, more than walls built for your protection that lock you in a prison. Oh, that I could open your eyes and make you see, that I could hold you in my arms and press my heart to yours until you believe you could be free. But I can't. Such power does not belong to me, so I pray. With all my might, I beg of God to reach you, to heal you, to show you the beauty in your ashes, the victory in your tragic, the joy, the peace that passes your understanding with its limits. He let you into my heart against my will. He gave you the power to touch my soul and heal it where I didn't know there were wounds, like no one else ever has. You saw me. And although I've never tasted such pain, I'm glad, grateful to the highest degree to know what it is to be seen, to be loved to the depth of me. Thank you. Thank you that though it was brief, there was a moment when I felt your fingers on my soul and I was safe. Thank you for that grace, for that sweetest of places where I rested and tasted delightful things. I'll let go of you. Forgive you, move on from you. But I never will forget you. Rather, I'll love you. And even though you have exited the scope of my vision, still, I see you.
Casey, can you come to my house and just read me stories? Like, I would like that. All right, guys, we're getting close to the end of our poetry reading, but please stay tuned. We've got a lot of more fun things tonight. All right, our next poet is our very own Dusty Faust. Let me hear a huge round of applause.
Oh, man. So this is a poem I wrote about my 11-year-old daughter. It's called Junebug. Her footsteps coming towards me are as beautiful as the sounds she hums as she nears. She welcomes me with open arms. she is love, yet is also everything that I fear. With a simple smile, my soul sings, worries flee. She doesn't even realize these things, does she? This strong, grown man gazing down upon her is reduced to the most vulnerable patient. I never want her to question the appearance of love, so I make sure that mine is always blatant. As vivid as the blue in her eyes and the blush of her cheeks, bold enough that she even feels it in the words that I speak. Just knowing she's around makes me feel awakened. When she's away, I'm nothing more than a man vacant. She is always taking part of me along when she goes, leaving a cavity the size of a fist through my soul. I call her my princess, my reason, my Addie, but to her, she simply calls me Daddy.
All right, one more round of applause for Dusty Faust. I just realized he may have been the only one that I knew his last name. I don't think I said anybody else's last name. Sorry. All right, we're going to go ahead and have our friend Trent come back up. Come on up, Trent.
I wrote this one about 7 years ago for a friend of mine who was struggling with heroin addiction. It's called Risen. Across a midnight sky, a blazing streak fell. Upon an angel I gazed as she dove into hell. An apish clawed demon with hands clasped around, entwined in corrupt embrace, seductively dragged her down. Bound heart and soul, a seraph in chains, before me in torment, blindfolded to pain. Weighed heavy by steel, to her radiance blind, the hope I could help her seared into my mind. Armed with compassion and mercy my shield, in the light of my armor the demon must yield. In her prison abandoned I tore down the walls, but her chains she must sever to vacate its halls. I called out to her desperate with hope that she hears, that she's accepted her fate as the sum of my fears. The keys to her freedom are held in her hand. Bowed but not broken, she has strength left to stand. Through sheer force of will, against her bonds she strains, and with a piteous groan steps out of her chains. The demon cries out, with alarm it roars, that she'd continue without it is the thought it abhors. Forged by her hope, a luminous sword made, gripped in both hands she raises the blade. Confronting the beast's weakness is the root of its bane. Subtle lies are its weapons, by determination it's slain. Bruised is her flesh, soot stains her wings, yet faith is her balm with the cleansing it brings. With her smile and assent my belief she restores. Her triumph is realized and beyond me she soars. Her lantern and guide was all I could be. Through belief in herself, she sets herself free.
All right, let's give it up for all of these awesome poets tonight. All right, I'm going to read one more piece for you. This is called, and it's kind of appropriate, it's called Final Goodbye. I feel like I can't breathe, but who would want to? In the air lingers a putrid odor, and it reminds me of the cow I found, the dead cow on the farm. I think I was 11. Its eyes were glossy and empty, and most of the flesh was gone and leaving a carcass swallowed by a drove of flies. All those flies. The look on the cow's face was just absolute terror. And I recall thinking, since I was 11, that the cow was just consumed by the flies, and that's why he looked so scared. I don't remember thinking too much about how the cow smelled, but now, in this moment, with the burning stench of death in my nostrils, all I can think about is that cow, and the cow with the frightened eyes and bones for a body. All right, let's go ahead and have all our poets come up here. Guys, this has been an amazing night. We have got more. Don't go away, audience. We're going to have our poets are coming on up. It's like Saturday Night Live, except it's Monday Night Live. Woo! I am so proud of all of these guys. It takes some guts to get up here. It takes some guts. Everybody, Christian, come up. he's already working the camera and everything. So, guys, if you want to be a part of something like this, we're gonna do more of a casual meetup. Check the events page coming up in the next week or so, and I'll make a post about it. We're gonna do just more of a kind of a little circle and probably limit it to maybe 10 or so people, just so we can all have time to run ideas by each other, have casual readings, and so anyone can join us. 18 and up if you guys want to join us. And one more round of applause for our poet. All right, thank you guys. All right, Momo's going to come on up because she has a few words to say about our next act.
All right, so thank you guys for all coming up here and sharing your stuff. That's awesome. You all did such a great job. This coming Saturday, we have a Fun with Friends kids event at the Sustainable Future Center. Jessica and Adam were able to go out there and they shot some amazing footage, and I want you guys to see how beautiful this place is. Please bring your kids out. Please come and enjoy a great day full of fun and laughter and new friends. So let's cut to this video and see what they had to offer.
We are here at the Sustainable Future Center, and I am here with Matthew and David, the owner, the founder of this wonderful place. Matthew contacted me because I'm trying to get this Fun with Friend Kids events going on.
Yeah, I mean, and kind of going in with that is I was looking for parents that were going to be more, that group to kind of help with the social interaction, especially for not only for me but also my daughter. And so that's kind of why I reached out. And I just wanted to say, thank you for actually coming and taking the time.
Absolutely. And I looked it up on Facebook and the website, and when I walked into this place, I was so overwhelmed with awe at how beautiful this place is and all the opportunity this place has, and what you all do for the community, and what I would love for Fun with Friends to help us with.
So the Sustainable Future Center officially became an organization in 2015, and the whole idea with a nonprofit is to build a community around sustainability. There's a lot of cool, exciting information on the internet, but it's not necessarily correct information, it's not necessarily vetted.
Right.
And so the whole idea is here to build a community of people who are interested in sustainability and can share information, share resources, and help each other out. So this is really a community-led thing. It's not like me saying things. It's somebody who has a passion and interest, something comes here and pitches an idea.
Yeah, and that's the core of Fun with Friends, and that's why Dusty started this group. So that's why when I came here, I was so drawn to it, and I called Dusty immediately to tell him how excited I was for what we can do here.
We are trying to get more of a youth program and really try and build a community here and really involve some of the younger people. And to help with that, we have Amelia. You want to talk about some of the programs that you'd like to start? And
Sure. I did some camps here in the summer, and so we're putting down some nice flooring that's conducive for safe movement, having some art classes, and then we also have homeschool programs. It's a great space, the solar panels and all the garden work. I taught a green building camp in June, which was really great for the kids. We actually made a structure in the garden. You can register on my website. We're currently trying to link the website.
Yep.
My website is breedarts.com, but you can also get to it through the SFC website. And they're primarily after-school classes, like 4 to 7 p.m. The homeschool programs are during the day, and this is weekly, so we meet every week. The fall and spring season are 4 months.
And what are the kid ranges and skill level that you teach?
I teach as young as 4 years old. Right now our oldest students are 15. I really want everyone to be able to take class despite financial situations, so we have a scholarship fund that we're raising money for. I have 5 students this season that we've raised money for to assist with that. And I just try to keep things on the low end. I think we're probably the lowest price-wise in terms of classes in the
And
area.
they can contact us in order
Yeah.
to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah.
So.
And then I have a Facebook page, which I just post every week the projects we do, and so yeah.
So we plan to have our next Fun with Friends Kids event on August 21st here at the center, and we're going to have a crafting area set up. We're going to have a dance area set up. We plan on making it real fun for the kids. So Amelia's going to be here with us, and she's going to kind of set up a little demonstration for the kids, and I'll work with her with times and stuff, but we just look forward to seeing you on the 21st, and thank you for doing this for us.
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so it's my pleasure to introduce my good friend, Glenn, the Glenn Williams Project. So, Glenn, go ahead and take it away.
If we looked in the mirror, would we like what we see? Should we hold the important things close like we should? Or will we fall like mortal men? Mortal men.
Mortal is the love, mortal is the hate, mortal is the cry, mortal is the shake, mortal is the feel alone in your bed, mortal is that thumping feeling in your chest, mortal is the joy of first steps, mortal is the feeling of her laid to rest, mortal is when she says I love you, mortal is the feeling of no other. I need you to understand, my heart is fragile and I want you to hold and never let go. Mortal is when you make mistakes, mortal is when you triumph and never giving up, no, doing what you can for your own. Look up to where we came from, be proud of who you are, if not you can change it, part of being mortal man, part of being mortal man, part of being mortal man. Mortal is the hurt, mortal is the break, mortal is the feel at the bottom of a well, mortal is the path to redemption, mortal is the bumps and bruises to get there, mortal is the bleed, mortal is to scream, mortal is to see the things you can be, mortal is to drive, get in gear, mortal is the motivation for there. Motivation is the drive to get there. Motivation is the drive to get there. Mortal is when you make mistakes, mortal is when you triumph and never giving up, no, doing what you can for your own. Look up to where we came from, be proud of who you are, if not you can change it, part of being mortal man, part of being mortal man, part of being mortal man. Mortal is to mother, mortal is to father, mortal is to be family like no other, mortal is to be there at their highest, mortal is to be down at the lowest, mortal is to give thanks to where you came from, mortal is to say I do, mortal is to say you will, mortal is to give your life for your love, mortal is to walk a mile in another shoes, mortal is to start new beginnings, mortal is to have an ending, mortal is to have another never like you, mortal is to shine bright like you do, mortal is to live your
life. Mortal is to burn bright. Mortal is when you make mistakes. Mortal is when you triumph and never giving up, no, no. Doing what you can for your own. Look up to where we came from. Be proud of who you are. If not, you can change it. Part of being mortal, man. Part of being mortal, man. Part of being mortal, man.
Man, I don't know which you're better at, kickball or singing. So, so Glenn, I've known Glenn. How long we played together? 3-4 years now. 3 or 4 years. We play kickball together. This guy kicks home runs and does a trot, so it's pretty awesome. It's great. But so Glenn, tell us about that song, right? So that was really deep, dude. Yeah. So you did tell me it was going to be deep. So tell me about it. So what was your?
So my thought process is just, honestly, was just thinking about everything, and it's just like, hey, you know, we're all mortal. We all have our ups and downs, you know, our triumphs and our losses and everything, and it's just, what are we going to do to get over those things, you know? Are we going to get up and dust everything off and keep going, or just lay there and let it be? So I decided to write that just to kind of convey those feelings, because I'm sure other people feel the same way that I do. So.
Yep. And which, I mean, that's absolutely right. That's, you know, that's great, dude. So and also you're a new dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. New dad. Yeah, little guy.
Yeah, little Oliver.
Yeah, he comes to our kickball games, so.
Yeah, call him B-Train.
Yeah, B-Train. This is A-Train. Yeah, A-Train on the kickball field, B-Train, you know, is little Ollie, so. Yeah. So you just had a new album you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Longest Summer.
The Longest Summer. Where can we find that at?
You can find that on Google Music, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you guys look at music.
Amazon Music?
Amazon Music.
That's my choice. Okay. So how did you get into music, right? Like that's kind of like what's your transition here?
My father, he pretty much started teaching me young. Had a school talent show. So me, my sister, and my cousins, we had a little group called the Fantastic Four. No, we did not have superpowers.
Oh man.
I know, it would have been cool. But from there, it just kind of spiraled, and then until I was just like, hey, I'm gonna do my own thing, and it's been that way ever since I want to say 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a passion of yours.
It is. It's just, I don't know. It's just like everybody has their own, some people go fishing. Some people, they just do whatever. I like to do music in my spare time, so.
That's hobbies, man, right? Yeah. But a hobby that you're passionate about is what's important. And, like, you can see the passion in the, like you wrote that. Yeah. Like, that's awesome, dude. So that's awesome. So here's something I love to ask people, right, is give me a random fact for everybody. Like, something random about you.
Random about me?
Yes, dude. You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay, so this is really random and weird, right?
Okay.
So, like, whenever I take a shower, like, I always, like, double check behind my ears to make sure I got the soap.
Okay.
So, like, it's real. That's okay. A random fact about me, right?
A random fact about me. I mean, you guys like Power Rangers?
Yeah.
I love Power Rangers.
Who doesn't like Power Rangers?
Like, it's like a closet secret of mine, like, but not like the regular Power Rangers, like the Japanese stuff, you know? Yeah. Like I like, yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. So which one are you? That's. I mean, like I was always like I'm the Green Ranger, right? Like. I'm here. The crowd saying he's the Pink Ranger. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would think if I myself to be like the Blue Ranger.
Okay.
I'm not going to run in first and be like, that's a good idea. We should get the Megazord. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm the dumb one that runs in first, right?
Okay, so you're like the green one.
Yeah. So I was always like, yeah, I'm the green one. Let's go. Yeah, it gets me in trouble, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's why Sierra yells at me.
More often than not.
All right, Glenn. Well, thank you so much for performing for us, man. We really appreciate you, dude. The Glenn Williams Project. Look him up wherever you find your music. Apple Music, Google Music, Amazon Music, YouTube. Go find him. Go download. Support our local friends. So Glenn's going to hang out with us here, too.
All right, y'all. So we have a lot of people to thank for today's show. But before we do that, make sure you're checking out the official Fellow Friends events. Is this microphone working? That I'm talking into? I'll take. Anyways.
Oh.
So the main one that we want to talk about for this coming week, shut up, Zane, is Wednesday's new member meetup is right here at Barrelhouse. It's a new member meetup, and it's also Women Who Wine. We're going to be in 2 separate places, but we can kind of mingle. So that's going to be a big event. We definitely want to get you guys out. That's a monthly event. Both of them are monthly events.
Yeah.
So please come out. Please join, because that's why you're here, to make friends. We want to meet you. We want to welcome you in. We want to introduce you to other people. I get the anxiety, so always feel free to message somebody. That way you can kind of, they can be looking out for you.
Absolutely.
And always look for the Fun with Friends shirts. So that's the main meetup. We also have, of course, you saw the video for the Fun with Friends kids on Saturday. We have a ton of more, but those are the 2 we're going to highlight for now.
Yeah.
I want to thank Lauren.
Hold on. Yeah.
I want to thank Lauren. She did an incredible job, and all the poets. Everybody, y'all can come up here and Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney, it's your birthday. Oh my gosh, and you came and you did so many. You were incredible. We love you.
Thank you.
We want to thank all of y'all. It takes a lot to put yourself out there and speak from the heart. We want to thank Glenn, my man. He's been with the group since what, 2019? I think
so,
yeah, 2019, because he was one of the original people on Kickless Cage from back. Yeah. We met you through ORNL from Connections with ORNL. Yeah. So thank you, Glenn, man. That was incredible. Y'all know where to find that. Want to thank Hank, Christian, Preston, Jessica Moore. I think she had to go ahead and leave. Who am I forgetting?
Adam, who's not here right now.
Adam Klein is not here right now.
But still, he edits everything for us.
Thank you, Adam, for all the hard work, man. You much deserved Monday off.
Melody.
I said Melody.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. And my man Zane here.
Yeah. Hell, we got a phrase of the week, and we're going to do 10 drinks.
Oh, do we need to get to that?
Yeah, we do need to get to that.
And Mo, thank you.
Mo,
Well,
please.
Okay. Before we say our goodbye, Zane with the Fun with Friends phrase of the week.
I'm literally making this up right now.
Always.
Did y'all expect anything less? I know, I had something in my head, and just like as soon as I said that, poetry. I don't know if I'm not a poet, right? How about mortal? Although 10 drinks this week.
10 drinks.
And I will be at the new member meetup, because that's what we do. So
new member meetup.
First
Find
10 people that come up and say mortal
on Zane.
Yep.
And this is going to be edited out after when the post, so you've got to watch live to get this.
Yep.
Yeah, keep that on the down low.
Yeah, don't tell
10
anybody.
People. First 10 people.
10.
All right, y'all.
10.
Thank y'all so much. That's our show for today.
See y'all.
As always, good night, friends, and have a fun week. We love y'all. Bye.